Namaskara. Welcome to the week 10 of your course Instruction for Good Learning. In the last week, we had seen how a teacher can create account in Moodle and create their site in Moodle. In that Moodle, the teacher had created courses, users, and we saw how a resource can be added to the Moodle course. The resources are the static part of the Moodle. Now, we will be going to the activity part, that is interactive part of the course, where teacher will be asking some questions and seeking some material from the student. It can be for the purpose of assessment or it can be for the purpose of the knowledge. Before starting the activity in specific, let us see about the groups in Moodle course. Groups can be created in Moodle for the purpose of activity to be split into group mode, so that some students will be in one group and some students will be in another group. They will be doing their activities separately, then it will be presented as one, instead of asking each student to submit each file or each project, whatever it is. The group mode will help the teacher to divide the students into groups and then get the activity done in group mode. There are two levels of group in a Moodle course. One is at the course level and another one is at the activity level. The group modes will be created in the course whenever we are going to create an activity. Here there are three types of group modes in Moodle. One is no group mode. There are no subgroups, everyone is part of one big community. That is, each student will be asked to submit their work separately. Second one is separate groups, where each group can see only their own group, others are invisible. Means when you have given an activity in the separate group mode, the group will be able to see the activities done in that group alone. They will not be able to see other groups' activities. The third mode is visible groups. Here each group can see the work of the other group, but they will not be able to participate anything in the other group. It will be a sort of read only kind of group activity. This group creation and their addition in the activity, we shall get into it when we are creating the activity in the Moodle course. Now, in the course we start adding the activities. Let us see first how to add a forum or assignment in the Moodle course. Here the steps to be followed is getting into the course page and clicking on the turn editing on, and then go to add an activity or resource addition. There you select the forum or assignment and add with the content to be given, save and return to the course. This is generally the procedure to be followed to add any activity or resource to the Moodle course. The guide to add this particular tool, that is forum, into my course, it is for many types of learning activities. It is very easy to create and it has certain default settings in that. We just need to add description and timelines if required for that. Here it is, this particular tool, that is forum, is mainly for communication and interaction. Here students can create the content in group, and the Bloom's taxonomy involved in this is it can be used for understand, apply, analyze, evaluate and create. So, out of 6, 5 can be achieved by creating this particular activity in the Moodle course. Now, we will go to our Moodle site. Hope you remember that you had created this particular site and you had created the course, users, etc. Now, I will log in as teacher into the Moodle site. I am using this demo site and I will go into my course. Here, as mentioned earlier, to start any activity to be added to my course, let us first create the groups. I will show you how to add groups into my course. We have to go to this participants tab and we see here enroll users. This particular page we had used to enroll the students into our course. On the left hand side of this enroll users button, we have a drop down. If we click on that, we see that groups available under this. So, if we click on this groups, we get the page to create the groups. If a teacher has already decided how to create the groups, then manually groups can be created. Otherwise, Moodle has the facility to create automatically the groups. First, I will show you how to auto create the groups. If we click on that auto create, then it will be rendered with the form where we need to furnish the details. Here, to create auto groups, what should be the base is asked for. We will say members per group. Okay? If I have some 50 students in my class, I want to distribute the students 5 in a group, then I will select members per group. Or if I want to have the limited number of groups, then I will select the number of groups. Here I am selecting the members per group. I will add 1 because I have enrolled only 2 students in my class here. Okay. You have the option to preview this. Okay. If we click on groups preview, here it is saying there are 2 groups created and the group members are these are the students whom it has added. I had asked only 1 student per group. So, it has created 2 groups because I have only 2 students in my course. So, if I click submit, groups will be created. You can see here groups, group A and group B. This number within the brackets, it says that how many students are there in this group. If I click on this group, it will show me on the right hand side who are all the students who have been in this group. Similarly, this group has 1 user. Okay. This is how we will be creating the groups. Groupings is setting the number of groups into one group is called groupings. That is the difference between groups and groupings here. Here you had observed that when we clicked on this enrolled users, here it was showing groups and groupings. We have to first create the groups, then we can create the groupings. This groups will be helpful when I am teaching a language course. For example, let us take, we will in the language course, we will be having reading, listening, writing, etc. skills to be taught. So, I want to group the students based on this activity, reading group, writing group, listening group, etc. Then in that I want to have passive and active group. So, under passive group, listening and reading might be there. Under active group, writing and orally mentioning about the things will be there. So, that groupings will help. Active and passive groups can be made as groupings. Under that groupings, I will shift the students, that is groups made listening and other activities, I can group them under passive or active. Now, we shall go to course main page, where we want to add the activities which are the interactive part of the Moodle course. It is the procedure to add is same. Come to the editing mode in your course page, then click on add an activity or resource. You will be rendered with the activities and resources. These resources we had seen earlier how to add. The activities are also in the same manner can be added. First we will take up the forum activity. When we click on this I symbol, it will tell what is a forum, how it is used, and what are the types of the forums available in a Moodle course. This is standard Moodle package which we have these features. In the add-on modules, we will be having many more variety of the activities mentioned over here. Now, I will add forum. Here it will be rendered with the form to fill in. Here forum for discussion on assessment pattern. Okay. Let us assume we are going to create this group, we are going to create this forum for the purpose of discussion on assessment pattern to be used. This particular course this particular forum can be used for creating an assessment pattern for a course. Okay. Here we will mention the description. Please provide your ideas on assessment pattern to be created for course. Okay. Then we come to this types of the forums available under Moodle. If we click on this drop down, we see that there are 5 standard types of the forums available. A single simple discussion, each person posts one discussion, question and answer forum, standard forum displayed in a blog like format, standard forum for general use. If you want to know more about each of these types of the forum, here if we click on this question mark icon, this is help. Anywhere in the Moodle course, if you click on this, it will give the help menu about that particular item. Okay. Here a single simple discussion type is for the purpose of where only one response is allowed per student or per group. Then under each person posts one discussion, each student can post exactly one new discussion topic which everyone can then reply to. Okay. Similarly, you can go through all these types of resources, forum types available. Now, I will be using standard forum for general purpose, and then we have this availability feature where you can enable this due date and cutoff date. In any of the activities in Moodle, due date is deadline to submit the particular activity. Cutoff date is after this date no assignment activity can be done, which means after this students cannot participate in any of the activities posted in the Moodle course. So, due date, I do not want to take up this due date because it should be available whole through the course. Then comes to the attachment and word count. If you enable whether students can upload any attachment into the course, then you can restrict the maximum size of the attachment and you can restrict the number of words, etc. Here we will be selecting only one file is allowed and the file size is 500 KB. Here you can see that attachment to this Moodle course is set to 256 MB is the maximum size of the file. This is being set by the administrator to limit the file size to be uploaded to the course. This can be changed at the administrator level, whether you want to have 1 GB or whatever the size of the file that can be uploaded over here. So, I am restricting it for 500 KB. Then subscription and tracking, this is whether you want to subscribe for this forum or not, or you want to force the subscription, whether you want to automatically student get subscribed to this forum or subscription can be disabled. So, these are the 4 types of subscription. Here we will be choosing optional subscription. If they are willing to participate in this forum discussion, then they can subscribe. If they subscribe to the forum, then email will be sent to the mail whatever the user has registered for email address. To that email address mail will be sent, a new forum posting has been added to this particular course. Like that, a mail notification will be received by the user. Whether you want to track, read tracking is available here. I want to know till where I have read this forum, then you can set this. Whether you want to lock the discussion, whenever a teacher feels that this particular discussion has reached a point, no more discussion is required, then at that point teacher come back and lock the discussion here, or in the beginning itself it can be locked for 1 day, 1 week, like that. How many ever the timeline you want to have, you can lock it. Okay. Rest of the things we can keep as it is, and I had mentioned about the groups. So, under common module settings we get this group mode. As mentioned earlier, this group mode has 3 types: no groups, separate groups, visible groups. This particular discussion about assessment pattern, I want to have all the participants or all the students to take part in this discussion. So, everyone should be able to post their views, that is why I take up this no groups mode. Okay. Now, I click save and return to the course. So, this particular forum has been added to my course page. You would have observed when we create a course, by default one forum will be created. You see this icon is for the forum. So, this news forum, it is only for the teacher to post whenever there is an announcement over here. In the course, teacher would like to tell that tomorrow there will be a test. We are going to discuss on this topic next Monday. Something like that, whatever the course announcement is there, then it can be posted using this news forum. Now, let us see how a student will be able to see this type of activity when we add to our course. So, this is the course page view of the student, and when they click on this, they will get, this is the forum view, and add a discussion topic. This is the place where the student will be adding okay. So, the message goes here. post to the forum. So, this is how it has been posted. You will see one discussion topic has been added and who has started this and last post when it was made. Okay. Then you have the option start this discussion. If this is of high importance, then I can star this forum as, click on the star and make it favorite. Okay. Here by clicking on reply, and post my views on it. So, this is how it will be in the threaded form. Okay. So, this is how a teacher will be creating the forum and student will be able to access this forum and they can start a new discussion topic and they can reply in that, and if they want to edit they will have the option to come back, and here if they want to upload any attachment they can use this option. This is for the linking. Here attachment can be done. Okay. Now, I will say save changes. You see I have uploaded one document to my forum reply. Okay. So, in this way for each topic one forum, for any kind of discussion any number of forums can be created. I am going to return to my normal teacher mode. If the discussion messages are not valid or if the teacher says this should not be here, they have the option to delete that particular post. So, if I click on this, continue, so that post has been deleted. Okay. Now, next activity which we are going to add to our Moodle course is assignment. This assignment activity is for the purpose of collecting, assessing and providing feedback. Here there are 4 types of assignments which can be created. It is very easy to create. Both online and offline assignments can be created. We can ask the students to submit the assignment in the file format. So, let us see how an assignment can be created and what all can be sought from the student. This assignment is for the purpose of assessing the learning. You can set the due dates, maximum grades, etc. and provide the feedback also. Now, coming back to this course, let us see how to add assignment. As usual, we should be in the editing mode on. Click on this add an activity or resource. Coming to the activities, this is the description, help about the assignment, and clicking on that assignment we get the option to create the assignment. We have to give assignment name. Let me call it as test 1. Here I will be posting the question. Okay. Write down the program for creating XYZ program I am asking for. That I have to give the instructions properly over here. A program may be a simple HTML file, or along with the HTML file some images, something else would be added. So, I have to restrict the number of files required over here. Then upload the file in .txt format along with images required for it. Then I will tell maximum number of files to be attached is 3, something like that. We can give the instruction to the students, and if any additional file is required, for example, here I am asking to write down the program. The question may be to modify the program. At that time I have to give one file over here and asking them to change particular thing. Okay. Then at that time you can give the file attached here, it will get attached and students will download that file and modify and then re-upload it in the option given over here. Then I have to give from when this particular assignment is available. Allow submissions from, okay. I have to give the date, and due date, it is the date by when they have to submit. Then cutoff date, as mentioned earlier, after 30th they should not be allowed to upload the file. Then remind me to grade by. Once the students have submitted the assignments, I should be grading them, I should be evaluating them. Then when I should get reminder, that date also we can set it up here. Then whether you want to allow to show the description in the course page or not, you can set it up here. Then comes the submission type. Here I have asked for file submission. So, I will be selecting this file submissions mode, and number of files I had already given in the instruction saying that 3 is the maximum upload. Then I can give what all the type of the files that can be uploaded. They should not be uploading as they are willing to upload whatever the kind. So, I should restrict it to the .txt, then .png. Okay. So, these are the accepted file types which I am allowing them to upload. Other than this, if they try to upload, the submission will not happen. Then type of the feedback you want to give, whether you want to comment it as a comment for the each type of the assignment they have done, offline grading worksheet or feedback files. Then submission settings, required students to click the submit button. If you enable this, even if they upload and click save, it will not be submitted. If you select this as yes, then they have to click on submit, then only it will be coming to the teacher as assignments have been submitted and grading is due. So, that is the meaning of this submission is to be done by the student after saving their upload or assignment. Okay. Then whether you want to make them accept the statement whether you have submitted or not, all those things you can enable it over here. Then group submission, whether you want to have one file per group, then you can set this as it should be submitted in groups. Then you have to give group submission and other things details over here. If you set each student to submit one file, then each student to submit their assignment, then you have to select it as no. Okay. Then coming to this grade, what is the grade you want to give for the students who submit the assignment, whether you want to have point grade or scale grade, that you can select it, and what is the maximum marks you want to give. Then there are several other points grading methods that can be used. We will be using simple grading method. Then grade category we have not yet created, so it will be by default taking uncategorized. If we have created the grade category, then the grading whatever given to the student will get into that particular category. Whether you want to show it on the course page or not, you can set it. Click on the save and return to the course. There is something missing, that is why it is not allowing me. Here it is saying cutoff date cannot be earlier than due date. You observe here I have given the due date as 6th of the August, but enabled the cutoff date as 30th July. So, student should not be able to upload or submit their assignment after the due date. That is what it is. Now, if I click save and return to the course, it will get added. Please observe the icon for the assignment over here. This is the assignment which we have just now created. If I go to the student mode, okay, this is the assignment just now created. When the student clicks on it, they will get what the assignment is, get the option to add the assignment over here. When they click on that submit button, please observe, let me go back, the instructions whatever I had given is not visible here. That will appear only when they click on this add submission. Here it says upload the file in .txt format along with the images required for it. Maximum number of files to be attached is 3. So, student will get the place to upload their files here. They can browse through their computer and upload the files and save changes. Okay. It is not yet submitted. Let me try choosing, I do not think I have any text file. Okay. This is the error message we will be getting because we had restricted the file to be uploaded is .txt file. Okay. Let me create one text file. Okay. Then try uploading that. You can see it got uploaded. Okay. Save changes. Okay. Here this is the button which we had earlier told that submit assignment is required. So, the student will have the option to edit their submission, remove their submission until they click on this submit assignment. So, if I click on this, it will ask for the confirmation. Are you sure you want to submit your work for grading? You will not be allowed to make any more changes. If they click on continue, now those buttons submit submission, edit submission, remove submission, all those buttons have gone. The student has submitted their assignment and it has been submitted for grading message showing up in their page. Now, let me come back to the teacher role and see let me go back here and click on this. So, if I click on this submissions, I will be able to see who are all the students submitted, and here the status column show that submitted for grading, and this particular student has not submitted. Okay. And these are the files which have been uploaded, and final grading, you can go here, out of 100 how much you want to give, and this is feedback and save changes. If there are n number of students in my class, then I can use this save and show next. So, one by one they can just start grading using this option. Okay. Now, I will put save changes, it has been graded and this is the feedback given. I will go back to my course. Okay. Here I will, this particular page, it is not showing, when we go to the, when we change the role, it will not be showing up here, because as a teacher only I have just added. So, it is not showing up here. When we log in as student, then it will show the grade over here. Okay. Now, I will come back to my normal role. So, this is how we have created forum and test. These are the two activities to start with. In the next session, we shall take up other activities, how to add that one into our Moodle course. Thank you. Happy Moodling, happy learning.